want to show you guys a little bit about what you might want to take on a day hike, or some items to take with you in case of an emergency. Some of the stuff I keep in my pack, and this is just a generic Walmart pack, believe it or not, but it's worked pretty well for me. It's inexpensive, made by Outdoor Products. A lot of handy pockets. It's real comfortable to shoulder weight on. Over here I have a survival sleeping bag, or bivy bag, made by SOL. It's an emergency bivy. I have used this before, not in an emergency situation, but in an emergency it could be the difference between life and death, hypothermia. It'll help keep you not comfortable, but warmer than you are. I've also got an emergency tent. This is kind of like a foil reflective material that stretches out, and so if you're on any rough surface, rough materials, it won't exactly rip or tear. It's gonna stretch a little bit. It's not ideal, but it's lightweight, and it would serve the purpose and give you shelter out of the rain and wind if you set it up right. Also, always keep a first aid kit. Got lots of gauze, disinfectant wipes, band-aids, a snake bite kit, tweezers, medical tape, a mirror for signaling. I just put that in there so that it doesn't get broken. I've got needles and thread, rubber bands, items like that, rubber gloves in an emergency. They work pretty well. Also keep a survival knife. This is the Gerber heavy Bowie knife. It's good for chopping wood, splitting. I've used this, as you can see, several times. I need to re-lubricate it and clean it, but it works really well. And it's not too expensive. It's only about $49.99, about $50. You might be able to find it cheaper elsewhere, but I bought it on Amazon. Love that knife. Comes with a good sheath, and it's not too heavy. It's pretty lightweight too. I keep fire starting capabilities. I've got light my fire starter, flint. I've also got Tinder for the fire. These are just kind of like cotton balls mixed with petroleum jelly or some other chemicals. I keep water treatment drops. These are the chlorine kind, and I also keep some little kind of Kool-Aid Hawaiian Punch pouches in case I had to use this. These would help the flavor of the water a little bit. Also, duct tape on a credit card. It's a real useful. Duct tape can be used for tons and tons of things. It's always good to keep that. Here's a spare knife. I also carry some other knives. This is just like a cheap Gerber, but I've also carry a Spyderco Endura 4. It's a real great sturdy knife. It's got skeletized liners, so it's really strong and sturdy, fast deployment. Love that knife. I keep some fishing line kind of on a credit card. I don't know how much I have on there, but it's also good for shelter making and things like that. I've got pens and pencils and paper to write on if I need to. Extra pair of synthetic socks, polyester. Some string. It's not really as good as Paracord, but it'll serve the purpose if you needed it. This is a digital compass, as well as it'll show the weather and the altitude and some other things. It's pretty neat. For lighting, I've got a little clip headlamp, and this is a 4.7's Quark Mini 123. Runs on CR123A batteries. I've got extra batteries, as well as I keep a Quark Preon 2 as a backup light in case I needed it, and I also have extra lithium batteries for that. You always want to take plenty of water. I have more than what's shown here, but this is just for visual reference. I also keep extra clothes. I've got a polyester top, as well as some polyester pants, just in case I got wet or cold. I could throw those on. I keep a whistle on my pack, and of course camera batteries, things like that. But that's about it. These are just some of the things you should take with you on a day hike or anytime you're away from civilization, so that you can not be comfortable but stay alive if you needed to. And that's it.